USDA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
This is caught by Jackson. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 66 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 20.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett looking deep for Hilton. This is intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 32 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Colts nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Jimmy Smith.
The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. Now Taylor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
And he's got his man, Hilton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Indianapolis.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line. 2nd
down, Brissett. And that is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
It's a turnover on down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to let this go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Jackson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after.
Extra point.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Colts nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
23 yards.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Taylor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. And they have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
A 4-yard pickup.
On 1st down, Taylor.
1st down.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1.
Colts, nothing.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got it. Alert 3. Alert 3. Yeah.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Check.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
10 at the 28-yard line.
Check. Hey, middle.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 16.
Check. Watch 54. Hey. Big series right here. We got to step it up. We got to make a move.
Now they toss out right to Hill. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
13.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
A 46-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Taken in the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On third down, Taylor. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. They'll run with Taylor. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle.
On third down, Taylor. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yards on the play.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
Good.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. The give to Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Ravens 40.
2nd and 12.
Hey, kill. 46 for Mike, 46. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, 20. Check that 46. Hey, tight down. There you go.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
A gain of 7, but it's 4th down.
Now Brissett on 4th down. Caught left side by Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. from the shotgun. It's Brissett. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. Brissett eluding the pressure right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th. Down.
Intended for Jonathan Taylor. Incomplete. It's now 4th and goal.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
For the Colts field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
Sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Dobbins running out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Hill. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
The ball carrier.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news?
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Wide. Get wide.
And now a carry here for the fullback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Watch 54.
On the toss, here's Hill. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the screen.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, Hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the St. Louis football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Back to Taylor on 1st down. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Play action now. Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal there to make the grab. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
On the fake extra point.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Well, they didn't really have to earn that 1st down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a 1st down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. And they will take a knee here. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course,